That's so frustrating.
Oh, that's okay, dude.
I thought about it halfway through.
It's all
I mean,
right,
we
dude.
got the audio.
Yeah, the audio's fine. You can just put a picture of us up.
Wow, that sucks.
It's okay, dude.
I'm glad we at least got the episode.
It's pretty funny.
It was a fun episode.
Yeah. I
can't believe that happened. You know, I thought because that red light was on, that's what got me.
Was the red light on? That's okay, dude. They'll be able to see this part of it. That's all that matters.
Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage. Outrage. Recreational outrage. Recreational outrage. Recreational outrage.
Not only was he very cool, but we got along really well.
That's good, dude.
We got a couch too.
Yeah. Oh, this is a new couch?
Dude, there's so much been going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the couch is a big part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just having it is so nice.
Yeah.
It's changed the whole living room.
Yeah, this is better than chairs.
Yeah.
We got a new couch, too.
Really?
We got a new couch and like a recliner.
Damn, dude. Okay, we're all upgrading.
Yeah.
What that cost you?
It was my mom's idea, so she went and got it with her taxes, I think.
Nice. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot I got money coming.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard Spaghetti Jake last night get an entire applause break off of booing for taxes. It was pretty funny. He just said "boo taxes," and the whole room went.
Oh, yeah. Fuck taxes, dude.
I know, right, dude? I bought a fucking hard drive, and the government took $18 from me. I mean, imagine just that for technology. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's
A couple of thugs they are, dude.
that's better than income tax.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't have an income tax, then you'd have more money after you paid for taxes on everything else you buy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Even more. It's crazy how like somebody gets taxed off money that they just give people or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
just
or
like
if you get like an inheritance, you get
Yeah.
taxed on that.
they're like, give me a piece of
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna need 40% of your family's wealth.
The government is
It's
gangster,
free.
dude.
Yeah.
They really are. I'm not trying to rustle any feathers.
No, never.
Yeah. From here on out, dude, now that they're just deporting anybody who badmouths
Yeah,
anybody.
It is kind of weird right now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I definitely think that we've made a lot of jokes on this podcast and a tons of past episodes
Yeah.
could probably get us in a little trouble.
Yeah. Probably. I
But
don't know.
that's cool, huh?
Yeah.
But we've fallen in line, I think, now.
Yeah. It's, like a couple of Charlie Kirk videos.
Yeah, that's like gonna be the new training videos.
Charlie Kirk yelling at college students.
Yeah, it's like like when you get a training at a new boss
Yeah.
or a new job.
Yeah.
And they show you the video of like what to expect and everything.
Right.
That should be. It's just Charlie Kirk yelling at liberal college kids.
Yeah.
And then the occasional Stein.
Charlie Kurt.
Yeah. I have so much to talk about with the trip. We didn't really talk about it last time because we did the pop-up.
Yeah.
The pop-up was fun, though.
It was cool. Yeah. We talked about drinks.
Yeah. Movies.
Yeah. It kind of turned into a Garrett-centric pod.
But that's what you got to do when it's
It was Pallet City pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even fall asleep this time.
True. Yeah. Yeah. What a time.
I had a couple people ask to be on the pod recently, though. So
Who are name them?
Rachel C.,
Okay, I'm down with that.
Nate Maloof.
Down with that.
Two
Basically,
of the
if you
newbies.
squint your eyes, basically the same person.
Yeah, it is kind of like the gender swap.
Mm-hmm.
You fix one chromosome.
Yeah. Add one.
Yeah, or
However it works. I don't really
don't
know how
know
it works.
either.
Who knows? We might have just gave them Down syndrome.
yeah, one of them's in the chrome zone.
Yeah. The danger chromosome.
I wanted to talk about the road trip, but I didn't think it felt right on the the pop-up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just weird. But we'll talk about that. I got a little game that I want to play.
Beautiful.
And there's just things been going on.
There has been a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
A lot of weird things.
It's been a world. But it's a beautiful summer day, dude.
It is. It's nice.
I've been just enjoying the neighborhood so much. Every time I've got about 10, 20 minutes to kill, I just go for a walk now.
That's cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And I'd say about 8 out of 10 times you hear something funny coming from one of the houses or
definitely. Oh,
dude, I went to the farmer's market today, which is so nice just being in the neighborhood. Yeah. There's a farmer's market this week. Last week there was an EDM thing at the park. Nice. We just walked up. I was eating pizza because I don't eat anything that's not within walking distance at this point now.
Right.
I just go to either Fat Soli's or the Chinese place.
Oh, yeah.
It gets all just, my money goes to Colfax. And
you're integrating very well.
Yeah, it feels like dude, I know now to go to the liquor store for sodas because it's only $1.
Yeah, makes sense.
Instead of the $3.
They're still in the 90s.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also Asian, Korean behind the counter, and they are clearly trying to just get every customer out as soon as they walk in. It's so fun. Even me, it's not even a racial thing whatsoever. They're just afraid of what is coming next.
Yeah.
Oh man, one guy I saw today, she was cashing him out, puke on his beard as he was getting the beer. I was like, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I feel like at that point you should get cut off maybe.
Yeah, give him a water instead.
Yeah. I mean, they probably don't care about the laws that if you sell someone a beer
Clearly shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he did drive there too.
Yeah, because if
and this is at 10:30 in the morning.
With a liquor store, where if they drive off and drink the beer that you sold them and kill somebody, you can get shit. Because at a bar,
you can be.
Yeah.
If you overserve.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, if cops pull over somebody that's falling out the car, they're like, "Where did you just come from, pal?"
Yeah.
I do watch way too many of those videos.
Caught people getting pulled over.
Yeah, it's just even it'll be drunk woman makes it way worse, and I'm like, I gotta see what Karen said on this one.
See what she did.
Yeah, and it'll
Did
be.
you see that lady in the UK that there was a little kid getting into her purse and at a park, and he was a little autistic.
Oh yeah.
She called him the N-word, and then they plastered that all over. But then she started.
So in the video, some kid went through her stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if it's dude, that's ridiculous to start screaming the N-word at a kid.
But so she
no matter what they're doing.
But she started it's not GoFundMe, it's another version of GoFundMe about how I'm being, because of this, me and my family are being harassed,
canceled.
Yeah, give us help us raise money so we can move. And I think
so the right is afraid of me, people on the right are upset about cancel culture.
Yeah,
again.
Well, the woke right,
Yeah.
But I think she's raised over $3 million.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Yeah.
Just people donating?
Yeah.
It sounds like a Patreon. If you just say the N-word on a
50 subscribers, I'll say it.
At the top tier.
Yeah.
What is that one going to be called? The Black Diamond?
Hard R.
The hard R tier?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, S tier is the bottom, and that's probably what for cis males?
Cis males, yeah. Even though it's spelled CIS, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Camp Indian Springs. That was the name of my
That's what it is.
Camp.
That's what it stands for.
I am at the liquor store and puke on his mouth. I forgot where I was going with that. But it's nice to get everything local.
Yeah.
And when I was walking to the farmer's market, I heard probably the funniest sentence of the week was a guy and a girl were definitely flirting with each other. Felt like first date kind of vibe. And they went to the farmer's market as their first date, which is kind of
nice.
cute.
That's nice.
And he goes, yeah, well, I went to a Jewish fraternity, so I really learned how to steal.
Nice.
And he's just walking by, and I laughed so hard, dude. There's no way he didn't know I was laughing at that.
What did she say?
I don't think she even questioned it.
That makes sense. It checks out.
At least he's honest.
Yeah.
He's up front.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wild. I don't know. Are you allowed to say that if you are Jewish? I guess is the difference.
Well, I don't think the stereotype has ever been that they steal. It's just been that they don't want to spend their money.
They hoard.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Oh, okay.
That's usually the stereotype.
So he didn't even get the stereotype,
I
right?
think it's just being in a fraternity probably teaches you how to steal.
Yeah, I guess he could have probably just said I was in it. I guess. I don't know. I feel like fraternities are full of rich kids. You know what I mean?
But they probably steal stuff.
Other bros, chicks, maybe.
True.
You know what I mean? That's
Except
what I feel like
pandemic.
a frat guy does. Is he's
Yeah,
stealing like somebody else's rightful place in that that college?
talking about. Maybe he stole that lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. He's like, yeah, I fucking do this all the time.
Yeah.
Did you see this? And then he pulls out like a head of lettuce from the farmer's market.
He jacked it. Yeah.
He's like Aladdin, kinda.
Yeah. In a remake.
What's Abraham?
What is Abraham?
No, well, instead of Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
Abraham.
Yeah.
What was the other one? I forgot.
Farmers
it's been
markets.
It's been fun. It's just been fun being part of the neighborhood. I think one of my neighbors said, "I'm going to murder you," the other day that Laura heard, and it was like sounded promising.
To you?
No, no, to someone.
Well, at least it's not to you.
Yeah, that's the thing
It's
is I
not
just
you,
don't
it's
want
not
it
a
to
problem.
be, directed towards me.
Right.
So I just keep my head and move on.
Just keep your head down, yeah.
Yeah. What you been up to? Nuggets?
Nuggets.
That is very cool.
my
I wish
car-
I could have the games on in here, dude.
Oh, that'd be cool, dude.
I know.
Boston, New York. My car battery exploded.
What?
Yeah, that's why I got a new one.
So it died because it died?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was on the way out anyway.
Damn.
My car in general, there was
Yeah.
so many issues. But
So did you give it to Obama or something? What'd you do with it? Like the cash for?
did I give it
clunkers?
to Obama? No.
Didn't he do like a car thing?
He didn't want it, but
He did a thing
I
where
traded it in to the dealership. I got my new car.
Oh,
$585.
okay,
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah. But I was driving. I was doing DoorDash on Monday, and was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. And
While working,
yeah. And so I took a couple orders, and I was like, I wasn't turning my car off at every stop because it's been dying.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I charged it up. I think this is maybe I did it, but I had like a at-home charger thing where you can just plug it into the wall and then plug your battery into it.
it's not a Tesla.
No, it's a car battery charger though. It has,
Okay.
Yeah, you're allowed to do, but I guess it. I don't know. It charged it. Maybe it charged it too much. But so I was driving and I took one order.
Overcharged.
Yeah. And I took one order and I remember I got in my car and I was like, oh, it fucking stinks here, so bad.
In the car?
No, outside.
Oh,
And I thought but it smelled like burning burning eggs.
that's just Commerce City.
I was in a trailer park. So
Oh,
immediately
yeah.
My mind was like, it's this fucking shitty trailer
Yeah,
park.
meth.
Yeah, man. Actually, very similar.
Yeah.
Sulfur and eggs, yeah. But then I started driving into other neighborhoods, and I was like, oh man, I thought I saw white smoke come out of the side of my hood at one point.
Meth.
So yeah, more meth. And so then at one point I just kind of stopped with my car idling to see if any smoke would come out. And
Yeah.
I didn't see any smoke, so I was like, all right, it's probably just something. I'm probably tripping myself out. And
It's like when you see your breath. You think you see your breath,
Yeah.
and you have to wait for a second. You're like, maybe it's not that
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
I don't know.
And so then I kept driving. And at that point, the smell was really bad.
Oh no.
So I kept I was driving my windows down, and then I had an order at Little Caesars, and I went and parked. And this time I turned my car off, and I went and got the order, came back, and my car wouldn't start.
You when you turned it off, you kind of had a feeling?
Yeah, because it had been dying for. I mean, it's died 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
You just can't keep your car running everywhere.
Yeah.
Why do cops do that?
But you can keep your car running.
Do you know? You ever notice that when a
Yeah.
cop goes to somebody's house or deals with somebody at the car or whatever, they never turn off the
It's
car.
probably better for the car
Oh,
because it's worse for your car to turn the engine on and off.
really?
Yeah, that's why all these new cars that have the thing that, my car, I turn it off, but it has the thing that turns your engine off when you stop at stoplights. And when you let go of the brake, it turns your engine.
That's
back
what that
on.
sound is?
Yeah.
I hear other cars doing that. Oh, shit.
Horrible
Okay.
for engines. It's horrible for all those cars. It's for the environment.
Oh, my God. These fucking libs.
Yeah, dude. But it is like truly horrible for your car.
Oh, my
But,
God.
So then I got like,
That's so funny. It happens every single time in a stoplight.
yeah.
I've heard it. It sounds like you hear them go, "Doo-doom,"
Yeah.
and then they stop. And then once you undo the brake, it sounds like it's starting up each time.
Yeah.
I've heard. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains it.
I turn it off if I can remember.
Oh, wow. You have a setting.
Yeah.
That's
But
interesting.
you have to turn it off every time you start your car.
Oh,
Yeah.
gay.
It's so stupid. But so then I lifted up.
You're great at turning things off, at least.
Thank you. You've heard stories.
The reviews are in. Just kidding.
That's the second tier of Patreon. So I lifted my hood, which my hood, I've been duct taping my hood down because when I go on long journeys, because when I got in a wreck a couple of months ago, it like broke all the latches except for one.
Oh my God. So if you drive fast enough,
Oh, dude, there was one day, I can't remember where I was driving, but like it was like the whole, and I was like, this is terrifying.
it feels like the whole car is going to fall apart when something like that's
Yeah.
flapping. You're
Yeah,
just like,
dude.
and it's the sound inside your car.
Yeah.
Oh, was
So-
it louder than the music? Like,
No, it wasn't that loud, but it was just like you could see it. Like if that one latch wasn't there, like it was coming up.
so you would tape it?
I started taping it.
Damn, dude.
At least on long journeys, but and so then I lifted up the hood, dude, and it was just like all this smoke coming just from the battery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's like a little tiny hole at the top of the battery, and it was just spitting out like, I don't know if it's battery acid.
Liquid or
but
something?
I think it's called electrolytes. It was just spitting it out, dude, and just fucking. So I had to call a guy.
Like
to
one of those
come
lizards
tow
in
me.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, God. Dude, do you remember me telling you about when I did the car battery, when my car battery died, and I had gotten some of it in my eye,
Oh,
and it was like that, like, powder stuff?
yeah.
And when I went to go check it, the guy was like, hey, just be careful with this stuff, because if you get it in your eye, it's game over. And like Laura watched the whole thing happen to me, and I was just like, oh God, am I going to be able to see next week?
Yeah.
And now just every now and then, if my eye is weird, I'm wondering.
You get a little freaked out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is, but I think it's like
It's like number one, no.
I think it has to be prolonged. Like a
lot of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I got a little worried because because the smell is supposedly
Not good for you.
is what's the word?
Toxic.
Yeah, toxic.
The fumes.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I was kind of like, I don't know. What have
What have I done?
Yeah. But yeah, then some guy came and towed me, and yeah.
Damn. And how expensive was the tow truck?
Oh, my insurance covered it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it can cost an arm and a leg, but if you have insurance, it's like just a tow.
Yeah, literally just the insurance pays for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't tell if he appreciated it or not because he didn't speak any English. But he because I was on an order from Little Caesars, I had 3 pizzas, and I gave him the 3 pizzas. And
What? That's a hell of a tip.
Yeah, he seemed to like that kind of.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Of course he liked that.
Maybe. It's shitty pizza.
Yeah, I guess those are only a couple bucks.
I'm sure he's got someone that's making better food for him.
At home.
Yeah.
Some tortas.
Yeah, some tortas. And
I had a taco today at the farmer's market,
yeah.
made by a white guy.
Okay.
$9.
Wow.
One taco.
We should go to this place.
One taco, dude.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
This economy.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
You
like
can
the
get-
most white gentrified taco situation ever, too?
You can get 3 tacos at this place that used to be a taco truck, but now they have a restaurant. I can't remember what it's
Damn,
called.
dude.
It's like something Aztec food.
That's the American dream.
Yeah, $3 a taco, dude.
Nice.
I bet you it's better.
Oh, I guarantee you. I wasn't even happy with it.
Really?
Yeah.
A disappointing taco is like
Difficult.
the worst
I know.
because it's still like kind of good, but it's like, but when you have a taco that's like, oh man,
Oh, and I
know
just,
what I mean?
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like barely any food in it. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
small, it's just like the perfect amount inside. It's not
yeah,
like, it makes you want more rather than it like falling. It makes you lick the plate, like the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bits
yeah.
that did fall out. You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
street taco style, the little ones.
The gap between good tacos and average tacos is very wide.
I think they're trying to build a wall across that gap.
Well, I'm going on the Mexican side.
Yeah, there's no way that wall doesn't have a delivery window.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It should have a drive-through.
Yeah.
At least like the liquor stores. Have you seen one of those?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy to me.
My dad used to go through one.
Really?
Pueblo. Yeah, it's still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I parked out. Actually, when I went down there last summer, and we went to the state fair after our show, I parked out. That's where I parked, at the liquor store my dad used to go to.
That's kind of cute, I guess.
No, it wasn't cute at all. Huge mistake.
I remember in high school we watched a movie where it was like black and white, and the guy pulled up to it looked like a Sonic, and some lady rolled out and had like a little whiskey glass, poured him a shot, and put a thing on the side of his car, and he just drank right there in the driver's seat.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Served.
Drinking and driving hasn't always been like a...
Exactly. It hasn't always been illegal. Even, I think when they first made it, like, laws about it, they only made, like, to a certain amount, too. Right. It wasn't, like, where it is now.
Right.
But, yeah, they were serving him. And I remember me and the guys being like, is this America? What the fuck is going on? You can't do that.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then that English teacher got arrested for drinking and driving.
Oh, the teacher that showed you the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what movie was it?
It was like a film noir. It was like one of those like black and white detective.
Yeah.
Dude, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
He was big into Sherlock.
That makes Sherlock, like the detective?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I told him that I named my penis Watson. Okay. And that I'm a big Watson guy.
Yeah.
And he said, dude, there is no Sherlock without Watson.
Yeah.
And pretty much explained how, like, Watson was the one writing the stories. And, like, imagine Sherlock walking around being like, so I did this cool thing. I solved this thing. I did it because I'm a boss and I'm super smart. Instead,
Watson's writing this.
Watson's writing it, and it's his boy being like, you wouldn't believe how fucking smart this guy is. Yeah. He's so cool. He did this thing, and he did this thing, and then he did this thing, and he doesn't even care about, Yeah. It's like the fact that it's written by somebody else giving him the shout out makes it cooler, kind of.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. So we on the road trip.
Yeah.
This was my first time all in that area.
Okay.
I had never been up there. Have you been to the Northwest?
No.
It's what do you think of when you think of these things? Okay, so Montana, dude. I decided I'm gonna pack up and leave and live there and start a family.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
the place to start a family.
Once we and Laura were there, we were at a brewery. There was like families all around. It was like the most perfect day outside. I thought like, this is God's country.
Yeah. I
get it now.
Yeah.
I get why you want to have a little one and like be in like a place that you feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah. You got around a majority of white people and you're like, this is what I've been looking for.
But it's not even, I mean, that's what
Florida.
That's what Denver is really. But that was like,
true.
It was a whole nother level up there where it really was. I mean, we couldn't find any. Laura and I, it was, maybe it's not funny, but it is interesting. Every cleaning lady in Missoula, like at the hotels, all of them were white.
Yeah.
And we like, don't think we've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Like even like every major city we've stayed in, everywhere we've been, usually.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It is pretty far north, so.
It was.
I mean, I wonder if it's like that in like Minnesota.
I don't think so, but it's not like I liked it more or less. I guess I don't know.
You just
something
safer.
we noticed.
Yeah.
Just something
we noticed, but didn't have any opinions about whatsoever.
No, I really do. It definitely lacked the diversity for sure.
Yeah,
and that is pretty striking.
Yeah.
But I did like just like how open it all was, how pretty it was. There was water. You know what I mean? It wasn't like here as being a desert and shit.
Yeah.
And like there was just like a bunch of little breweries. It was just so nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then we drove all the way to Twin Peaks town.
Yeah.
And that was dope. Because did I tell you about the whole like Twin Peaks sign?
I don't know.
So there's like a famous sign from the intro.
Yeah.
And we went to the site where it's supposed to be and it wasn't there. And we took photos and everything and just did what we could. But when we were at one of the bars, which is also one of the sites because we all the whole day we just went to different
Twin Peaks stuff.
Yeah, like sites that they filmed things.
Yeah.
And we do exactly this. It's so cool because it's all within 15 minutes of, there's like 8 different things to go do.
Yeah.
And it's not really, you're not going to do anything. It's like,
You're just seeing this stuff.
there's a bridge that is in the opening shot or something like that. You know, there's a sawmill that they talk about. So we went to the sawmill. But we're at the bar and this dude who has a sign up that says like, vote for me for mayor or don't, I don't give a shit. You're all losers or something like that. He's like the town drunk guy. He's drinking from a pitcher, you know, like a big glass, but like a literal like glass, like the plastic pitcher.
Yeah.
And he's drinking from that instead of like a glass.
Sick.
And he's chatting with everybody and he looks over at us and he goes, so Twin Peaks fans, huh?
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah. And he was like, you know what? Did you guys find the sign?
Yeah.
And we were like, no, we couldn't find it. And he was like, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So he like gave us all the secrets and stuff. And he was like, you got to go behind this bar and it's like tucked away. So you just got to go there like tomorrow morning or something and just walk back there. People do it all the time. No problem. And we go the next morning and we drank all night. So like, I maybe didn't remember the bar name. I was confused, but we thought we found it, and I'm walking everywhere behind this place, and there's no sign.
Yeah.
And I go into the like breakfast place because everybody's like looking at us, and the guy's there drinking.
Nice.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, in that one little there's like one coffee shop apparently, and he was like, "Oh, hey, man!" It like felt like the small town in Twin Peaks where you like see the same characters over. It was pretty cool, and he's like, "You taking a photo of the sign?"
Yeah.
And we're like, no, we couldn't find it. And he's like, it's right out back.
Yeah.
Are you guys dumb? It's right there.
Yeah.
And even the lady at the behind the bar was like, yeah, it's just back there. Go ahead. You're fine. So we like go out there again and try to act casual. We like buy a soda and they're like, oh, we were just here for a soda, whatever. But because these are all like people that live there. We're clearly dorking out about like
A show. That's
a thing that like
movie, I guess,
was filmed there
Yeah.
40 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So when they're like to them it's just the post office. To them it's just their bar or whatever, and we're there like taking photos, looking like tourists, you know? So it just felt like we were dorks. And now we're hunting down this sign in the secret location, and they're like, it's right there, you fucking dumbasses. Yeah. So we're like looking around out back, and the bartender comes back and she's like, do I need to help you? I can drag you to it if I need to. And we're like, please. And she looks and she goes, oh, it's been stolen again. Oh, well. And then the guy comes out and he goes, you can't find it. And she goes, it's been stolen again. And he goes, oh, well. And they just both walk in.
That's crazy.
And me and Laura were like, this is weird ass town, dude. Everybody's such a fucking weirdo.
That's weird.
It was all weird, dude, in a very fun way. Like everybody was charming.
Just gets stolen randomly
by fans.
Okay.
Yeah, they just go through and steal it.
Oh yeah.
But we went to like the diner that the guy goes to and got pie.
Yeah.
And we got coffee, and then we stayed at like the bar that everybody like parties at every night, like the Roadhouse is what it's called. It's on that album.
Okay.
That curtain, the Bang Bang.
Yeah.
That's at that place that we stayed for the hotel.
Okay.
Like we stayed above that.
Hell yeah.
For the night. It was really dope to be like, for a Twin Peaks fan, she just fucking was like in there.
That's sick.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. And so we left Twin Peaks town, and then Seattle was just like fish time for me.
Yeah.
So, and then we did all kinds of, like we went to, like when you think of Seattle, what do you think of?
Like grunge music.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
So we went to like one of the hotels that Kurt went to.
Okay.
We as we were driving around, we did listen to like some Jimi Hendrix too, also from Seattle.
Yeah.
But honestly, like it was a beautiful day, and it didn't match grunge.
Yeah.
Like it was perfect out. We got like the best weather ever.
Yeah.
And so people that found out we were from out of town kept saying like, you guys couldn't be here on a better fucking day.
Yeah.
It was like this. For Seattle, they were like, we never get this. This is the best.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we walked around all day. There was like a shakedown outside. So there's like this big hill and a big water fountain where all the wooks were just fucking huffing balloons, smoking joints. And it is kind of nice to be surrounded by people already kind of like in the zone, you know, like taking drugs and being a little weird. Yeah. And then you can come up around that. It felt like a circus. Yeah. You know what I mean? Of course. And then once you get in, it's like all the freaks and balloons everywhere. And it was a blast.
Oh yeah.
And both of those cities, Seattle and Portland, never, they only get fish every like 2 or 3 years. So you could tell. Portland hadn't had them in 18 years or something like that.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Why?
just...
Is there like a...
They've just skipped it. They go to Seattle or go to the Gorge, which is like a...
Oh, that's up there?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it just was other venues. They never go to the West Coast, I guess. It's really rare.
They're doing different venues than they usually do this year.
This year, specifically, not one repeat from last summer.
Yeah.
Which is totally weird. They usually have these spots that they're really comfortable in. All their fans know, all this kind of stuff.
Because they're not even doing Dick's this year, right? They're doing Fiddler or... what the fuck is it called? Folsom, yeah.
Yeah, do you think they'll do Prison Blues?
They should. I don't know.
They won't.
Nah.
If it's something that you want them to do. That's what's so magical about them.
They'll probably do... Let's see.
But we went to...
I bet you they'll they'll do Dead songs because that's where Dead & Co. usually plays, maybe.
They only have covered them once or twice at all.
Ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Box of Rain when...
Yeah.
Phil died,
yeah.
Just this past year.
Yeah. Are you talking about this tour in general?
No, at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they never cover the Dead.
Because
I feel like it's like stepping on toes too close to you.
Well, when I first started listening to them, but when someone was trying to recommend me Fish songs, she told me to listen to their cover of Fire on the Mountain, which is like 37 minutes long. And I was like, it's not even a Fish song, but okay.
They didn't get into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it's very funny.
Yeah.
They if they did, it wouldn't be Fish. You know what I mean?
But they will.
You know what they cited as the reason why? One of the main comments was they don't have enough Touch of Grey style hits, which is like the least favorite song by Grateful Dead to all Deadheads.
Yeah.
So what their complaint is their music, their fans like it too much. They don't have enough radio hits that the fans don't like.
Well, it's probably more like they don't have crossover appeal.
Totally, but that's what musicians should be. Is like their own thing. Their fans are more dedicated than any other fandom, dude.
Yeah.
They won the fan vote, and they're on the Dave Matthews line of trajectory.
Yeah.
3 years, it'll take all 3, and then they'll get inducted.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They got to be fishy about it. I think they should. Their bar, like the bar that they started in. It's really famous in the lore. It's called Nectar's.
Yeah,
in Vermont.
In Vermont, yeah.
It's closing. It just announced this year that it's closing this summer.
Yeah.
And people are like, let's just fucking buy it and make our own Hall of Fame for fish, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hall of Fame with
museum.
a PH.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hot dog, their famous hot dog that they used to hang is in the Hall of Fame now. And they're like, let's fucking steal it.
Yeah.
Take it out. Put it in our own. They don't want us. They can't.
They can make it a fish museum and call it the aquarium.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way it wouldn't be done that. Or the fish farm or something.
Yeah.
The factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a blast. Seattle. So speaking of fish, though, we went to like the spot where they like chuck the fish. You know, like when they're like
a fish market?
Yeah, they're like, tarpon, whoop, throw it over. Or they're like, spearhead or something, you know?
That's
like,
cool.
So we went to that.
Yeah.
And, we were just like there's like, that market is crazy because there's like stews being made everywhere and everybody's screaming like, try these, eat this candy, try the jerky, we've got salmon, all these things. And everybody's screaming at you. You're just walking by. It was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And, it felt very like Seattle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people were out and about because it was such a fucking perfect day.
Yeah.
And I bought this merch the night before, right? So fish. Mm-hmm. We go down at the market. There's like this wall just covered in gum. Yeah. Like from head to toe. The ground, the ceiling, everything is just gum. People stick it up there. Yeah. And that's what the gum
that's
for the fishes.
Wow.
So I had bought the merch, and then me and Laura were there. Like we just smoked a joint. We're like, oh shit, dude, that's so cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Even though Laura was pretty grossed out, she's like, but the gum is disgusting.
That
and
is
we
pretty gross.
got pretty out of there pretty fast.
Yeah.
But
What is the purpose? Someone just started doing it one day, and the
I guess so.
other heroin addicts are like, "This is a good idea."
There's got to
is
be.
art.
Maybe it's like food for the homeless that they leave out.
Food for the homeless.
Yeah, gummo.
Just chewed up gun. Yuck.
The homeless weren't too bad in Seattle. It was honestly, Portland was rough, dude.
Yeah. Which one is the one that had the
Chaz.
They took over.
I think it was-
Portland? Or was it Seattle?
I think it was actually Seattle.
But Portland had something too.
Yeah, it's called, burning them instead of
Burning them. Instead of
Burning Man.
them. That makes sense.
they
Yeah.
changed
Okay.
it to
That's good,
match
yeah.
Portland politics.
Yeah, there you go.
I came up with that as close as I could.
Yeah.
Where we stayed, it was in Chinatown,
Yeah.
and like as far as like the buildings, kind of cool, but it was literally like every time I've mentioned that to somebody who's been to Portland, they go, "Oh fuck, dude, bad move."
Really?
It's like being on like the most east part of like the worst part of Colfax,
Yeah.
like the gnarliest spot.
Interesting.
As we were getting into the hotel,
Yeah.
a cop had to move the homeless person out of the way of the door.
In Portland. This is in Portland.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it was where we were. I mean, we went to other spots in Portland that were super cute and super like nice, but it was rough.
Damn.
It was rough. So like right where we stayed, we just wanted to be close to the venue, and I guess the venues are not, it's like one of those things where we just didn't know.
Of course.
And so we like took a bunch of drugs it was our last night of Fish. It was Portland. It was 420. So we just went hard as we could. And then we're just like tripping and had to walk out to scary homeless Chinatownville where people are like walking with like sticks, like swords. And it felt very like samurai Jack style.
That's funny.
Be ready to fight.
Yeah.
So, and the locals in front of us, we're having a blast. Everybody's talking. Everybody's having fun. The second we get over the bridge and into like that Chinatown area, they all get silent.
Yeah.
And me and Lauren noticed it like super quickly. Yeah. And then it was like, don't say anything until we're out of this area.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then we went to get some food in like that area because we're all fucked up. We don't want to drive or anything like that. So we had to like walk, and it was gnarly.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst in the world. I mean, I walk down Colfax every day, though, that feels totally fine.
Yeah.
Compared to like what felt like trench warfare.
You're in a pretty nice part of the.
It's fucking a slice of heaven, dude. It is so nice in here.
Yeah.
It does feel like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be in the community.
Yeah.
It is cute. I saw it's not like there's not black dudes. It's just black dudes carrying baskets is what I noticed today. They've got like picnic baskets.
Oh, in here?
And they went to the farmer's market today.
Oh,
and like,
wow.
It's not like there's not black dudes. It's just
they're colonized. Is that what you're trying to say?
They're gentrified themselves. They definitely are all dating white women. I heard Sammy Beeson make a joke last night about Sammy Beeson.
Oh,
she made a joke about Big Mike and JoJo looking like they both date white women.
Yeah,
and she is dating a white guy.
Yeah, she is dating a white guy.
I just wanted to be like, what a weird joke, though.
She would know then, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. You kind of look like you would date outside of white, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I've dated Mexicans, but
really,
yeah,
you do like tacos.
Yeah, I do.
Let's see what else I have on here. You know what's been my thing lately?
What's that?
Fucking flipping up pennies, dude.
Flipping up pennies.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Flipping
up pennies.
I find a penny on the ground, make sure it's heads up, get it where somebody can find it.
So you're trying to give people luck.
I'm spreading it, dude. It's been my thing. It makes me feel so good.
You're like a hippie Johnny Appleseed.
With pennies.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can.
Yeah.
It's not that much.
You've probably made a couple kids' days.
Yeah. I mean, anybody, really.
Yeah.
Who doesn't see a penny up and go, oh, fuck yeah.
I feel like there's a certain age where maybe you stop noticing.
You know, Sammy Anzer did a joke that I think about all the time. Yeah. Every single time I pick up a penny, he did a joke about, like, I'm at the point where I don't need to pick up pennies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think about it every time because I'm not there.
No.
Nope. Especially if there's luck involved.
Yeah. I mean,
in this economy, I'll take any fucking thing I can get. Yeah. I forgot what I made a joke about last night, but I said, in this economy, and it did well. What do you think of Leo?
Pope Leo.
I know you're not that much into horoscopes, but
yeah. I don't
pretty
know
good
that
joke, right?
much. Yeah, it is very good because Leo the lion,
Well, it's also the
constellation.
Yeah.
But
I did it at Monkey Barrel, and the girl goes, "Oh, horoscope jokes." And I went, what an Aries, and she busted out. She was like, "I am an Aries."
yeah,
It was funny.
they're easy to spot. But I don't know much about him because I'm not Catholic, so I don't really.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
I like the dogs.
It's weird to have an American pope. I feel like that could be a.
You know what I heard?
Interesting thing for the next 40 years, or whatever.
You know what I heard though? Only born here, right? It's not like he spent most of his time in South America.
Yeah, he was a bishop in South America.
Totally.
Yeah.
So what he did was he got their votes by hanging out down there, and then he got the American votes by being a true blood.
Yeah, we can ignore how the process actually works and say that's how it worked.
I have no clue.
Yeah, well, I think that
You think do you think they stopped the steal?
No. I don't know, but
They all wear red hats.
they do all wear red hats. I mean, they're all conservative anyway. But what was I going to say? I don't know. I think that he maybe, according to Denver comedian Ben Roy, he ignored some sex abuse scandal stuff.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pope
shit.
Leo.
Damn.
In like 2022. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Way post. It's
Yeah.
not like Harvey Weinstein era.
Yeah, it's like a couple
way
years ago, yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, I don't know. Is that true? Is it not true? I don't know.
What were the allegations? Do we got to shut this little boy up?
I have no idea what that.
I think I heard about these, and they're all nuns.
Oh, really?
I think it's ladies of the cloth.
Interesting. That they're doing it, or that they were being assaulted.
They were being assaulted,
Interesting.
which sucks. Like if you've never been touched,
Yeah, and that's your only experience.
yeah, it's your father, or
Yeah,
in the church sense.
Yeah. So I don't really know, but
when I went to mass,
yeah,
the kids that sit on the stage, because of how often they have to get up and sit on their knees, they've got a fucking pad.
yeah.
They have a pad for their knees.
Sure.
That's that's crazy.
Because they should not have pads, or because
They're constantly giving blowjobs that they have like furniture built into the damn church for it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They put people on their knees and be like, "But you're going to be here for a while, so you might as well make it comfortable."
Yeah.
And then the kids had their own little ones.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Sad.
it's part of the
Made me think of the darkest parts.
part of the liturgy, I guess. No, I don't really know. I mean, I don't know. I think that he. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what it's like to have an American pope,
Yeah.
because I think they've always wanted to keep those two things separate because of America's power.
What do you mean?
Because America, they didn't want to have a pope that was tied to a country with strong trade power and strong war power, because it kind of, when you look at the church's past, the Catholic Church's past, it kind of, when those two things happen, they kind of conflict with each other, or cause crusades
Problems?
and things like that.
Yeah. Problems for others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's a sign that America is on the decline.
Yeah, we don't need the Catholic Army to also have nukes.
Well, yeah. Do they have an army? Yes, they
Yeah,
have the Swiss Guard.
the Knights Templar.
Yeah. The Knights Templar.
But now it
still
sounds like
around.
they probably got the FBI.
Maybe. I don't know. They have those Swiss Guard guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, but those guys are full of holes.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good. What do you think about Pope Leo?
Well, Leo is one of the names mentioned quite a bit in fish songs.
that gets
Whenever
you
he
going.
calls to the keyboard, he goes, "Play it, Leo."
Okay.
So that's been pretty heavy
that
in
gets you
the
excited.
Reddit.
Yeah.
I think Chicago is a cool. We went this past year, and it's cool to have somebody American. I think that like the fact that there has never been one is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like firsts.
Yeah. I was hoping that would be the black guy, to be honest.
Where's he from?
Somewhere in Africa.
Okay.
But whatever.
Oh no.
Careful.
The Swiss Guard, because they're holy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah. If you had a weapon back then, you know how like the Ninja Turtles each have their weapon.
Yeah.
Like knights, you know, when you pick a character in like a video game, you end up with a staff or whatever. What are you doing? I
think I want a mace.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
The stick thing with
the ball and spikes. Yeah, that's just sick.
It does look cool. Yeah. I was gonna ask Spider-Man what his weapon of choice.
Well, wouldn't it be fucking
webs and all that?
Webs, yeah.
Well, so I was. He does like a lot of fighting.
Okay. Yeah.
He does kung fu stuff.
That makes sense.
And he calls himself the Skate Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured, ninja. What would your weapon be? Turtles, all that kind of stuff. You know, Vanilla Ice has a song, Skate Ninja, used in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I tried to cross all that together, and it didn't ever come up. But I did want to ask him, like, you're skateboarding Spider-Man. How do you think you'd do against BMX Batman?
Is there BMX Batman?
No, but how cool would that be?
That would be cool.
And then, like, Unicycle Iron Man.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of silly ones that never came up. Tyree gave me some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
About, like, Spider-Man holds back his strength, I guess, because he hit a guy's head off once.
Yeah.
And so he's like, has MJ ever like asked for a spanking and Spider-Man has to like...
So you asked him this?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, honestly, we talked way more about skateboarding.
Yeah.
And it was a really good episode. He is... So, this is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
He's very close to Richie Jackson.
Richie Jackson. Is that a Jackson brother? Who's
no,
Richie Jackson?
That'd be dope as suck. It was, Randy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he signed my skateboard.
Yeah.
No, so Richie Jackson is like probably the most creative skateboarder of all time. Like his not from his outfits, but like the way he skates, the things he does, they're super out there.
Yeah.
He'll like skate on like signs where he'll like take a metal sign and then pull the skateboard in the air and then slide down a overpass on a sign and then, you know, jump back on the skateboard. All weird kind of spins and stuff.
Yeah.
He used to be best friends with him. Richie Jackson, now Tim Pool's bestie.
Oh.
So
Tim Pool.
So I asked him about it. I was like, what do you think about all the chaos going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, Richie Jackson every day has 1,000 messages of fuck you, like you're a piece of shit, you
being
conservative, because he's close to Tim and he's like his buddy now.
Yeah.
But and he was just saying how like I'm skateboarding Spider-Man. You think I don't get hate?
Yeah.
I understand what that's like.
Yeah.
I can't then go and hang out with him anymore because I'm gonna double down on people being like, fuck you, dude. Like he's
so
like,
he doesn't hang out with him anymore.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he was just like, it's just because people hate all of that so much.
Yeah.
People already have reasons to hate me because what he does for skateboarding, he does like backflips and stuff.
Right.
He's like Spider-Man. So he literally like runs up walls and then he invented parkour meets skateboarding. It was like his first invention. And that's why him and this other creative skater were super close.
Yeah.
But I asked him off pod. I was like, so what's going on? And he answered that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he said anything bad about anybody. He was just like, it sucks that like
doesn't want to be connected to,
and I don't get to be friends with my friend
Tim
because it's just chaos.
Yeah.
You know, just being associated with people who are associated with people.
So is he on the Tim Pool show?
Yeah, he has been a few times.
Oh wow.
And he is like fucking counterculture guy.
Yeah.
And he's Australian, so he doesn't even really fully understand American
Yeah.
All he understands is libs get upset when I say a woman can't be a woman.
Yeah.
And or whatever, you know. Are you a man? You know, he just says things that piss people off.
Yeah.
And it has given him pretty much like him and Tim Pool, but because Tim Pool used to skateboard.
Right.
So now Tim Pool bought this giant skate park.
Right.
And he's trying to get skaters to come out and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
poor Spider-Man's just like, I can't handle that smoke, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
It's wild.
yeah.
Tim Pool, even in the skateboard community, has made haters because there was this like small local park that, did I tell you about this?
He
He bought it. Yeah, so that he couldn't, because they didn't want him there. So he pretty much just owns it now.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's very like,
Petty.
not cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not what skateboarding's about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was all fun. But Spider-Man did rule.
That's cool.
We did 2 hours.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he was like, let me know when you want me to come back.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
And we talked a lot about like Hollywood and shit.
Yeah.
How difficult it is. How he's like, he was on Tenet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like in 4 Spider-Man movies. Because even in like No Way Home, he has a cameo.
Oh, wow.
And like, he's in all these crazy movies. And when I told him like, I'm going to do an open mic, or I just did an open mic or something like that, he was like, well, you're so brave for being able to do
That's
that.
funny.
It's crazy how he had like such a high esteem for comedy.
Yeah.
So he was like, someday I want to do it. But he was like, I go to the Comedy Store all the time and watch people. And
That's cool.
yeah,
Damn.
because he lives in LA.
He's
like-
just randomly out here.
Yep. Yeah, he's like filming a documentary.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It's interesting because Denver, dude, like you guys are very proud of very particular people. You know what I mean? There's other people that are technically from here that you're not even that proud of.
Okay.
But there are people that like people fucking rep hard, like a Grizz or Pretty Lights, or you know, like people that are rep
Grizz
Denver.
is from Denver.
He lives here, so he like
okay.
reps it. He like
Oh, you mean like people rep Denver?
yeah. And in the reverse, people from Denver really love him because he's so proud of being here.
Okay, that makes
Do you know
sense.
what I mean?
Yeah.
He like makes it a part of his thing.
Yeah.
Almost every other promo, there's going to be like a flag or something like that.
Right.
There's a skater in the scene that like constantly is being like, I'm the Denver guy. And so you can like brand yourself as that. And this Spider-Man has never done that. And so it's interesting that he like has no love
Is he
from the
from
scene.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
His first videos are all here.
Damn.
Yeah. And he ended up leaving because people were like, are you a parkour guy or are you a skater? And he was like, I just do what I want to do.
Right.
What he was ended up talking about was that he would show up to a spot with all these pros and he would be like, I have to do something that they've never seen before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump from the top tallest place possible, backflip onto the board. And they'd all be like, I guess that's impressive. Like, I don't even know what to think about it. Like, he was saying how, like, people
It's
literally...
probably like when someone like shows up, like when someone shows, like, I don't want to say one's name.
you know what it is? It's like when the clown girl, I can't remember her name.
Sure.
Key, I think.
Key.
She murders. She's so talented and super funny.
Yeah.
But for us comics, we're like, we don't know how to process this
Yeah.
because you're doing things that we would never even be able to do. You're squirting the audience with water.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you're like playing sounds and music and stuff. And like those aren't allowed in our world.
Right.
So like the fact that you get to do that, our brains are like, it's like
Malfunctions
watching
a little
Elvis shake his hips in the 50s and people are like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah. Like they don't know what to do. Like, yeah, exactly. They
Literally
don't
not know what to do
They
with
don't know
it.
how to follow like what they just saw. So it's like, that's not what we do. So,
Exactly. Yeah. That's something totally different.
Yeah.
And so he expressed a lot of like, it's interesting being a pioneer of something because I was the only one that did it, which also made it very like nobody knew what to do with it. There was nobody else doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was a dope interview, man.
Hell yeah.
You should listen to it if you haven't.
Is it? Oh, it's not out yet, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, but
You're telling the future people.
yeah, someone's
I thought you
listening.
were telling me right now, and I was like, I haven't.
And then to round this out, I got to do. So I'm getting married,
Yeah.
and I thought it would be fun to do like, since I'm about to get married,
And I'm yeah.
it's
Finish your sentence.
divorced advice.
All right.
Because I've got all these questions, right? I got all these like things that I'm worried about, and I'm
Yeah.
wondering like, should I not even be worried about that thing? Do I move on from that? Do I stress about this thing? Am I thinking way too much about this? Should I? Yeah, just all of it.
All right.
All right, so for going into it,
Yeah.
I have to like plan everything. When do you think I should have everything done? Because it's not done.
As
Like,
far as wedding planning,
yeah, like when do you think I should have that deadline mentally?
like
It's in September.
probably the beginning of August.
Okay, that sounds good. And then a month to
That
stress.
might be a wrong answer, but yeah.
What did you do?
Oh, I wasn't allowed to plan anything.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You didn't have any say?
I picked what did I pick? I picked music.
Really? She knew.
Yeah,
She knew that would mean a lot.
And then there's something else I did.
Laura gave me 2 whole Fish songs on the entire playlist.
No, nice.
Yeah. It was sweet. It was nice, actually, because it went from 0.
Yeah. And I also had, I also had a friend of ours, 2 friends of ours, play the U2 song "All I Want Is You" as she walked down the aisle.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a friend do that,
Hell
like
yeah.
play on the guitar.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All I Want Is You.
By U2, yeah.
Damn.
And then what else did I do?
I think I'm gonna do for Laura. I think we're doing Cherry Pie.
Okay, hell yeah, that's romantic as fuck. And then I planned it was my job to get the honeymoon together.
Really?
Yeah.
What, okay, that was gonna be one of the
Which
questions.
was, yeah.
It was like a vacation, right? Kinda in town.
Kinda. It was
a staycation.
Well, so I thought. So when I was reserving the hotel, because it was on Morrison Road, like I thought it was gonna be like up in Red Rocks area.
Yeah.
But it was actually Morrison and Wadsworth.
Oh,
Which
it's
is
like Lakewood
Yeah, there's like a Denny's and,
or Wheat Ridge or whatever.
Yeah, it's Lakewood. It's almost Littleton. Yeah. So, but it was fine. I mean, looking back,
Could have been worse.
well, it ended up worse. But so yeah,
Laura wants to go abroad. Give it for abroad. They want to go abroad. Am I right?
Yeah, like to Canada or what?
I think she wants to go to Pope Town. I think we're
Rome?
gonna go to Rome. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
Italy.
cool as hell.
Yeah. Did you hear the Legion of Skanks paid for their 2 producers because they got married?
Alex and
Harrison.
yeah.
They got married and they are paying for the honeymoon.
I haven't listened to that in
A while.
maybe
But-
a year.
Probably the funniest comment was, "We cannot send Harrison to the headquarters of spaghetti." And
Yeah,
it
that's
just
funny.
Big J just kept bringing it up every 5 minutes. It was
Yeah.
so good. And then so I think that's what we're gonna do. But I think we're gonna go go a couple months after.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just to save up again,
yeah.
because it's gonna be a party.
Yeah.
Vows.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think I should do them private? Some people do that, where it's just me and Laura.
Do them private?
Yeah.
No. No, because the whole point of a wedding is to do it in it's you making an oath in front of God and man. I mean, maybe you're not including God, but
No, but
you know what I mean.
in front of a higher,
yeah. So I mean, it should be in front of other people too,
and the
probably.
family and everything.
Yeah.
I was watching.
That's one thing I did. I wrote my own vows.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be crazy if she was like, "This is what you're going to promise, honey."
Well, sometimes there's like, there is just like I take the off the, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
If anything, how ChatGPT is about to hook me up.
There you go. There'll be 0 emotion in your vows. That's good.
People are going to say it was the best vows ever.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I don't know if we should. I was thinking private only because I don't want to worry about crushing.
You don't want to worry about crushing.
I don't.
No, you want to. Oh, like you don't want to. Do you mean you don't want to worry about bombing? Is that what you actually mean? Because if you crush, then you're just gonna be. If it's like a good speech or whatever,
Yeah.
then everyone's just gonna be like, oh.
But what if I take a risk? I'm like,
if you take a risk, what if I drop retard in the middle of my vows?
ring with a hard R.
Yeah. I love you with the strength of 10 retards.
So there's first the marriage, the engagement ring, and then there's the wedding ring,
Yeah.
and then there's the suffering.
Suffering. Yeah, you should put that in there.
That's a Family Guy joke, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
My nephew used to walk around telling it all the time. I think it's so cute.
That's funny.
For like a little kid to be like,
Yeah.
talking about divorce. Well, his parents were not. I think that for the vows, I guess we'll do them. I mean, I get what you're saying with the whole purpose is doing it in front of the people to vow to the higher power and her, or her family and our friends and all that shit.
Yeah.
Steak or chicken?
Stay for dinner?
Yeah. What did you do?
Oh, we did barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean like hot dogs?
Brisket.
Okay.
Ribs.
That's not
all that
bad.
kind of stuff. Yeah, from a local barbecue place.
Did she wear white?
Yeah.
Was there sauce all
You
over?
trying to say my ex-wife wasn't pure? Is that what you're doing?
It's just barbecue sauce seems risky.
No, it was fine. No, it was. We didn't even really get to eat any of it because that's when like you go say thank you to everybody and
Yeah.
and then by the time we got back to our table, it was like our food was gone.
Oh,
Took off the
really?
plate, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, Big Mike almost did that last night, and then he came up to me and was like, hey, man, your beer was like pretty much empty, but I set it aside in case. I was like, you rock, dude. Thank you for not throwing that away. That didn't happen to you on your wedding day.
No, it did not.
That's crazy.
Should have been a sign, probably.
A
But,
sign. It's like when the deer dies in the beginning of, or no, it's the wolf that dies at the beginning of Game of Thrones from the deer. Like the.
Oh yeah. The gets stabbed by the antler or whatever.
What is that? Like the deer? It was whatever the king's thing was.
Stag.
Yeah, the Bartholomews or whatever.
Yeah.
Bartholomews.
Bartholomew.
What was their names?
Was it? It wasn't Bartholomew.
No.
It was Brastian. No, that was the soul. That
Baratheon.
Baratheon, yeah.
Robert Baratheon.
Bearstein was the
Bearstein Bear.
white guard, one of the white guards.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Baratheon, yeah.
The Swiss Army.
Yeah.
And then so I obviously like going into a wedding. I need as much of an army on my team. And I would love if you, because I hope you'll be there.
Yeah.
I'd love if you would stand up there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks,
you.
dude. Hell yeah.
I was
I'd
kind of
love to.
waiting. I've been wanting to ask for a while,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to wait for the right moment.
Yeah.
And it felt like I've been waiting way too long. It felt like the same thing with Laura, where I was like stalling for a moment that wasn't going to, I was like, just fucking ask him. He's
Thanks,
not going to
dude.
say no.
I've never been asked to do that, so thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. There's literally nobody that I think would probably kill somebody if I asked.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like you have my back.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that you, there's nobody that I feel more I can vent to and talk to, and you wouldn't even, it's not even you're there for me.
Thanks.
You know
dude.
what I mean?
Of course, yeah, dude.
You're
Thank
my
you.
boy.
Yeah.
So I need you up there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's probably good luck to have one divorced guy up there. I'm just
Yeah. No, this is, one guy that can tell you where there's signs.
But no, when I was thinking, it was really I need you up there. So,
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
That's yeah. I mean, I'm gonna cry probably.
that was one of the last to dos.
Hell yeah, dude. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why I waited so long. I probably didn't want to. I didn't want to do it at the pop up, obviously.
Yeah, the pop. That'd be weird.
And I did think about getting. I don't know. I just thought, I needed to ask.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure out for the bachelor party. We'll probably get hookers.
Might as well. I know a couple.
It's gonna be you, me, my dad, and my brother, a couple of friends from Florida.
Fuck yeah.
No hookers.
No hookers, dude.
No, we'll probably go to a museum or
Have a
something.
Bible study.
We'll probably go to Fish.
All right. Hell yeah, dude.
But it's in September. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You know
I think
who
it's on
else
my-
is getting
I think
it?
it's on my birthday.
On the 24th?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's also my brother's birthday and my grandma's birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
We just picked it because it was cheapest behind 9/11.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Just the 24th is the cheapest day behind this.
Yeah, it's like a Wednesday.
Okay.
It's like it's out of the summer but not
Yeah.
quite into winter.
Interesting.
Like there was a lot of factors that went into it.
Yeah.
But it happens to be on your birthday.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I love how the universe does that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because when I even told my family, they were like, "You wouldn't believe whose birthday that is."
Yeah.
The fact that like multiple people there, it's going to be their birthday as well.
That's funny.
I'm going to have to make a baby that night, dude.
You will.
That's what my mom keeps saying.
That's the time. That's the night to do it. To be honest.
Dude, she's like putting the pressure on.
Your mom.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She's like, get to God's country.
She wants grandkids.
Oh, dude. For real.
Yeah.
They stole a baby, practically. They have...
They stole a baby?
Yeah, where there was this, like... Did I tell you about that family they were taking care of?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, now the couple pretty much just wants to have their lives and not have to deal with a baby every now and then. Probably, like, once or twice a week. They just drop the baby off.
Oh, well.
And so my parents just get to have a baby for 3 days. And her whole Instagram...
Like 3 consecutive days?
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we're going out for the night.
No, I think it's like they need to like work and
that's crazy.
Yeah. So Susan's my mom's so ready to be a grandmother.
She's practicing with
she's like
other people's children.
Yeah, she's like opening up the house to
and were they like friends or were they like
off the street?
They just let him in off the street.
Well, they could stand seeing a like family with the baby on the street and they were like, get in here.
They took the baby.
Good thing they don't live off Colfax.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I know if they lived here,
Wow.
it would be our house would look like the fucking, hotel for dogs.
Yeah.
Probably not the right word I should have said.
It's okay.
It would have looked more like a refugee camp.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Especially since you said dogs first. That definitely makes it better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to have this comedy world meet my family.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want, because I've talked about my parents on the podcast,
Right.
1,500 times.
Yeah.
But then you're actually going to meet Eric.
Yeah.
You're going to meet my brother.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it's going to be a big day. It's going to be one big party.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm glad you'll be there.
Me too, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And now we just got to get your date.
I got to get a date.
Yeah.
All right. Something I've always been very poor at.
Don't even worry about a gift. I want you to just get laid that night. That's going to be my goal. And if it doesn't work, maybe that's something, maybe if you don't bring it, we'll provide it. It'll be a part of the catering.
All right. Yeah. There you go.
We'll ask the chef.
Man, it wouldn't be the first time.
Dude, the chef seems cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you to meet that guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's his, does he have a name?
Andre. Chef Andre.
Chef Andre.
I looked it up ahead of time, and we
Okay.
went to go meet him in Vail.
Yeah.
I said, nice to meet you, Chef Andre. And Laura's, like, panties got wet. She was like, wow, he knows the name.
That's what
This is so legit.
I used to work with a guy in Boulder when I worked for CU in the dining hall, and he was like the head chef when I first started. But for a side job, he did he catered weddings or he catered events, but he also was a DJ.
Okay.
So he would also play music. So he called himself DJ Gourmet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
What is he cooking up? The beats?
He was cooking up college girls is what he was doing, to be honest.
The roofie is on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Roofing hamburgers.
There was something about the... Damn, I forgot. Catering? Food? Pussy? I don't
Chef
remember.
Andre.
Oh, so Laura and I, so when we went to Twin Peaks Town, I took a ton of photos, right?
Yeah.
And I posted them on the subreddit. And I post like on Reddit all the time and all the different channels. I've never had anything do this well. And it's literally just woman after woman being like, you are the luckiest woman in the world to her. Like, your fiance did this for you. My husband would never do this.
Damn.
He wouldn't spend a whole day just taking photographs of me around the side of water or something.
Dudes suck.
It really is.
Yeah.
And to the point where, like, it's like 55,000 upvotes on just like,
Holy shit.
you're so lucky.
Yeah.
And then Laura just being like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, having women simping over our relationship, that
cool.
was kind of actually... That was pretty sweet.
That's good points to have.
And I just posted it on. You never know what's gonna hit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
boy,
Wow.
I posted one this morning of it was just a roast battle clip. Within 3 minutes, it had gotten 5,000 views.
Damn.
Do you know the crazy that
Reddit?
is algorithmically? No, on YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, damn.
But to like 5,000 people, that's like all of Congress Park or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
It's crazy how that, and then it didn't get anything else
Growing.
for 10, 20 minutes, just nothing.
Yeah.
And then it got a little more, and then I got
Interesting.
yeah, it's crazy. I got to stop paying attention to this stuff.
Yeah.
I just got to post it. The Spider-Man, his last 5 years has been spent working on a video that he didn't have one person tell him what needs to be changed about it. He spent 5 years dedicating to a video that he did it Louis C.K. style, where it was like self-produced, self-made, where he goes places, he sells out, putting his video out there to fans that give him the money.
Yeah.
There's no middleman. There's nobody that every filmer he paid for, every location, every site. There was no like sponsors. It was all him.
Yeah.
So there wasn't somebody being like, "Oh, you can't use that song."
Yeah.
There wasn't somebody being like, "Hey, we can't see the shot of the shoes very good enough," or you can see a coffee cup in the background. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it was all his own thing.
Yeah.
And it is pretty cool to see somebody be like, "I couldn't get anybody to buy it, so I did it," to the point where it wasn't for an algorithm anymore. It wasn't for somebody else. It wasn't for anybody but me.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's the most proud thing
That's
I am."
cool. That's super cool.
It made me excited to see what we could do for comedy.
Yeah.
I would love to do something Denver comedy stand-up related that's like, I don't know, like almost like what's the thing on the Netflix that's like the Despicables or whatever?
Is it
Deplorables?
I know I think it might be Deplorable.
And it's just like
It's like
fucking
Jay Okerson, Nikki
super
Glaser,
cool people that deserve
Joey. Isn't Joey Diaz on
that
one?
time. Yeah.
I think Adrian Appalucci's on there.
If we could rent like a theater or something like that for one night and just do like what Garrett did with the Bug Theater, you know, like the All-Stars, but do it just right with enough people.
But what if instead of that we did like that?
I mean, it could be Slaughterfest. It could be the Slaughterhouse.
So what if instead we did like that spilt milk place?
Sure, yeah.
Because I feel like that'd be a cooler vibe to like if you could stuff that place with people who want to watch comedy and not just
artsy friends,
alcoholic autistic teachers.
What else is Denver loaded with?
Yeah. That place was sick, dude. Honestly,
yeah,
that shit was a lot of fun.
I not only did I have a blast, I could tell that Garrett like rose to the occasion of creating a space and popping up and making something cool.
Yeah.
Who was the NBA guy that had a pop up? Wasn't
Aaron Gordon?
Sean? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We were watching him play for one of the games, and I was like, that guy looks like I would like to smoke a joint with him.
Yeah,
he looks cool as fuck.
He's a cool guy.
He looks kind of artsy a little bit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
There's a video of him clearly stoned out of his mind. And he's like playing piano, and he's just like,
He's like dialed in.
Give a fuck about you anymore. That's so funny. He's sick, dude. He so we'll do this real quick. So he's hit like 3 game-winning shots in the playoffs so far.
No way. That dunk, dude.
Yeah, that dunk.
That dunk was crazy.
Yeah.
Has that never happened before?
No.
Wasn't that the first dunk
ever,
in the playoffs to be a buzzer beater or whatever?
And it's literally like when they show this.
I know you can see
frame by
it.
frame. It's like here it's in his hand, here it's not, like, and then the lights on and it's barely out of his finger.
It's so perfect, dude.
But then,
what a boss, dude.
Yeah, and then game 1 in this series, he hit a 3-point game winner, and then last night, was it last night? Yeah, he hit a game tying shot to get us into overtime.
Oh,
but so at the beginning of the year,
that overtime was fun.
He's
to watch.
a great player. Like before he was a Nugget, he was on another team, and he was like the number 1 option there. So like when he came here, he's definitely sacrificed a lot of like touches and shots and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So but at the beginning of the season, his older brother died, and so like he's like taking in his brother's sons and stuff.
What?
Yeah, it was like they came up to the podium with him one night. So his number, Aaron Gordon, his number used to be 50 for the Nuggets. And so when his brother died, he changed it to 32 to honor his brother because his brother's number was 32. So the Nuggets, right? Their record is literally 50 and 32.
Oh my god,
yeah,
dude.
And then which like all this stuff, like I try not to get into like numerology stuff, but it's like it's clearly being set up for him.
That's
to like,
crazy. That made me feel something.
So then this game-winning shot that he just made on the first game of the series. So not when it goes in, but when he releases the shot,
32 seconds,
3.2 seconds. Isn't that crazy?
God
There's
damn,
something else
dude.
too. That's like, all right, that's kind of weird, but yeah.
That's I love finding those references. I just argued with a guy on Reddit today.
Yeah.
On the Fish Reddit, somebody had posted their bill and it was 555, which is a song. And people were commenting like, You're all a bunch of losers. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's not everywhere. Relax,
Yeah,
all right? It's
yeah.
just numbers.
Yeah.
But me, I commented literally like, I love finding this shit because
Yeah.
what else is it?
Sometimes it is cool. Like,
That's all we're doing here.
and like
We
that
all need a
Aaron-
hobby.
That Aaron Gordon shit is like, this is almost too much to just be a coincidence.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. I did see someone post yesterday, because you know how people will be like, oh, it's 11:11. Like, I saw someone post, like, maybe you're always seeing angel numbers because your screen time is 12 hours a day. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just likelihood.
Yeah, you're just looking at your phone all day.
That's funny.
But like so many things are like 50 and 32, and like 50 was his old number and 32 is his brother's number, and he switched to the 32 to honor his brother.
Damn.
And then like he's literally releasing it like on like as it leaves his hand, it's 3.2.
Well, and games usually go, like the series go, well, it's usually 3 and 2 or something like that, right? If teams can win 2 and then the other one has to win 3 in
You
order
have to win 4, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
yeah, it's cool.
We'll find more patterns, dude. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
paying attention down the whole time I'm watching.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love finding that stuff. I think it's cool that the Nuggets are doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
trying.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for everything. I'm excited. This was fun. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
I tried to keep it short and it went even longer.
No, it's fine. It didn't feel like it.
Do you have any other advice
Any advice?
before I lose my freedom? I mean, right now I can literally do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Within,
you
like,
can do whatever you want.
6 months, I'm going to not.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Advice.
Should I, like, make out with a guy first?
No, don't do that. It's probably not.
Laura,
do
you
it.
are not going to love what happened at this bachelor party. I
Don't
made
do
out with
anything.
all
Yeah.
of the guys.
Yeah. Don't do anything with your mouth.
My dad bought us hookers, but they were all male strippers.
Gross.
Don't call me homophobic because I'm not afraid of them.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. I to be clear, they do not scare me.
I was thinking about that all the time. It's so funny. I hope it goes well, man. It's one day, and it feels like there's like all this thought going into it. I mean, I've even just like the fights that Laura and we've argued 3 times probably, and we haven't argued at all our whole relationship. I think we're on a 300% increase just because marriage, like the picking of things and the pressure of like you have to have decisions by this time and shit. Like none of that we've never argued before, and then it's been really honestly great the last like 3 months or whatever. But there was a few fights and we'd never done that before, and I think it's just like this random added pressure that it's like new talent night. Like any other night at any other venue, you'd be crushing with those jokes, but there's this weird pressure where it's like if it doesn't do well here, fuck you, dude. You just kill yourself if you bomb there. And so that's why I'm like, if this doesn't go well, God, it's such a test.
I would say
so much pressure.
Yeah, I would say, and this probably isn't gonna be funny, but I would just say like it's almost like if parts of it is of the wedding at least is like causing that, it's almost like maybe let someone else decide.
Totally.
But I would say this, like, just always remember that, like, even more so than when before you're married, because I do believe that it's like it's a spiritual event. You know what I mean? Like, like when it all comes down to it, like, you guys, like, between you two, like, that's the relationship you have to keep right. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes even more like you don't have anybody else. Like, that's, you know what I mean?
And it's felt that I felt that in the past for certain things, but it does seem like this is it's permanent. And not in a bad way. Like, I don't know, Laura just knows. I had somebody recently like upset me about the fact that they said that I don't care about them.
Yeah.
And it upsets me when you think I don't care about you, because I care about people so much
Right.
that if somebody who I do care about questions that, that's what upsets me. It's like, you should know I'm ride or die.
Yeah.
And it feels like Laura and I have been ride or die for so long that it's like, this is the murder of a person together, so we both have that pact of the rest of our lives of like, this goes to the grave now.
Yeah.
And I guess that's less spiritual sounding the way I made it sound.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
But I really do feel what you're saying there. And I don't think I actually have anybody pointing those things out to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you just gotta remember, like you probably will get in more arguments and like stuff like that, and it doesn't mean that it's like not working. You know what I mean? Like, people gotta argue sometimes.
Yeah, and it's not like the arguments weren't like you called my mom a cunt or something like that. It's
I've had those arguments.
I like hearing those at the amusement park when you're at like a fair and there's a family couple arguing, or a Disney or something like that. It's the best.
Yeah.
No, it was like, you need to help me pick a color for the tablecloths, and I'm like, but I don't know about tablecloths. I don't care. Just pick tablecloths. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so it was like menial. It's something so small that's why we are able to fight about it almost.
So you almost have to like, because like, that's something that you don't care about, but you almost have to like in moments like that, you have to learn to sacrifice the fact that you don't care about this and you don't care about making decisions about this, because the person who wants you to make a decision about this cares about your opinion, or just wants to hear your opinion, or maybe just needs their opinion.
No, you're totally right.
You know, just needs their opinion validated.
Not caring is actually probably not a good thing.
Yeah, so you kind of got to give that up. Or at least learn to...
Because I do care about her.
Yeah,
I do hear what you're saying. Yeah. Saying I don't care isn't really... Yeah. It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me. Well, it does. It will. It'll come up again.
Yeah, I do imagine there's going to be a few moments that you're going to help me. And there's a lot of reasons why I picked you, but I really do feel like you're going to help me through stuff like that in a weird way. Thanks.
I will do my best.
I don't even think it's going to be the fact that you are even doing anything but what you wouldn't already do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you would be very... I do feel like you're there for me.
Oh, yeah. I am, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like when there was literally 2 people that I needed to call and talk to when Chloe passed, and you were one of them.
Yeah.
Like when you go through something that you're like super sad about, and I didn't know who to talk to, you were the first person.
Yeah.
So there is like I'm glad you're there.
Me too, dude.
Hell yeah. Not to be gay.
Yeah, this is really...
I know, it got there.
It's got really homosexual.
I'm sorry. Even though we're talking about a hetero cis wedding.
Very hetero.
And now I got to pick a person that's going to do the middle part. Be the guy that says I do and all that stuff.
I can get you a pastor.
But don't I have to like get approved of and stuff? You have to go to classes and stuff?
I mean, yeah, actually the guy that I know would probably make you do marital counseling.
I think we're going to find somebody... Like, what if we found? I don't know. I'll think of something funny. I'll write it for a joke later.
Like I don't know.
Bam Margera.
Yeah, or like
Steve-O.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. You think you want to get married?
Yeah. On this episode of Jackass.
Welcome. This is Wedding.
Yeah.
I'm Steve-O, and this is.
Hasn't like someone we know has officiated a wedding? I feel like. I mean, we don't really know, but I feel like Patrick Richardson has officiated someone's wedding.
He does look like he's done that kind of thing. Yeah, maybe I could get the. I do want a comic because they understand the difference between serious and crushing. Like when it's the time to do the work of the wedding, and then when it's time to like be playful and have fun, like address like, whoa, that was awkward or something like that. Yeah. So I do want someone who can address the room.
Yeah. Pastors are good at that.
Yeah, I was thinking Seinfeld, Mark Normand.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm sure they'll be available.
Yeah, Mark Normand. Do you? You think he'd be available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not cheap.
You know, Trey, his daughter's getting married in September.
Trey.
Fish.
Oh, Trey. There's so many Treys. Trey Fish. Trey Anastate. Okay. His daughter. Who's his daughter? That's good. Good for her.
Yeah, Kellen tried to hit on her once.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he stood in line at the beer line for her.
For her?
Or with her. Like, was just, like, in line and noticed it was her.
Yeah.
And then tried to, like, spit some game, and he said it didn't go well.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I caught a song that he has tattooed on him. How crazy is that?
Kellen
a song that
yeah,
he's been hoping to listen to.
Yeah.
And he's never got before.
Yeah.
He has tattooed on
That
him.
wasn't the night he was there?
No.
Damn.
He chose not to go.
Yeah, he told me he was tired.
Dude, sober folk.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Whatever, dude.
You guys need a nap or something like that. You read a book.
I do both those things today.
Yep. Yeah, you probably do laundry at a normal time.
No.
Yeah.
My clean laundry's still in my laundry basket from Monday, unfortunately.
Like to be put away?
Yeah.
Ooh, no way.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Every once in a while, I'd be like, I'm gonna chill. Then I'll go get the kids from school. Then I'll come back and then I'll do it. And then it's like,
it's not even hot anymore.
then
What does it
it's
matter?
Friday. All right, I guess I'm doing laundry in 3 days anyway. I'll just leave it here.
True. Yeah, dude. I mean, we have to share.
Yeah.
Like we only have one machine. For
I have to
people?
go to a laundromat. So
Really?
yeah, I don't know which. I mean,
I have Hodor at least protecting me. Every time I
Yeah.
go down to the laundromat, Hodor comes in and checks.
you just never know what someone's leaving behind,
At the laundromat?
or anywhere. You
Here.
have to share with multiple houses. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't love it. But honestly, everybody in the place seems pretty chill. Yeah. Except for the murder guy. No.
Oh no. So they've calmed down. Or?
Yeah, I think he kicked her out.
Good.
Things have gotten much better for him.
What was his name? Rodney or something like that?
Ari.
He's
a sweet guy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Dude, she's walked by before, head down, brooding. She looks like Raven from Teen Titans. Like,
cool.
She doesn't look like that. She looks like she's like Colorado girl AI, pop up. But she like had this like just negative cloud above her.
Yeah.
And then he comes bound right behind her and goes, "Hey, man."
Just happy as be.
Yeah. I think he kicked her ass out, dude.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it was unhealthy.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like, oh, well, it's a dog. So there they are.
All right, dude. Let's round it. Are you doing any shows coming up? Got anything to plug?
I almost said March. May 22nd, I'm at Snowpack Lounge or whatever. Snowpack.
Where's
whatever. Erie? No,
Whoa.
not Erie. AJ Finney's headlining. Kelsey Rosen is on it, and Aaron Rose is also on it. Let's see.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is a crazy good lineup. Holy shit.
Yeah, where's the thing? Here it goes. Snowpack. It is in
AJ Finney, Aaron Rose,
Kelsey
Rosen.
and I'm hosting.
Okay, well
Because
that
I
just
got someone
made the
said
show less.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where is this thing at, dude? Yeah, he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I was wondering if you'd like to host this show. Your reputation as a host precedes you. You're very good. I've heard you're a very good host."
Damn it.
Did the camera go off?
No, I just never hit record. That's so frustrating.
That's okay, dude.
I thought about it halfway through.
It's all
I mean,
right,
we
dude.
got the audio.
Yeah, the audio's fine. You can just put a picture of us up.
Wow, that sucks.
It's okay, dude.
I'm glad we at least got the episode.
It's pretty funny.
It was a fun episode.
Yeah. Where's
I can't believe that happened. You know, I thought because that red light was on, that's what got me.
Was the red light on? That's okay, dude. They'll be able to see this part of it. That's all that matters. Whoever Snowpack Underground is, go there. What else do I have? I feel like there's something else I have that's kind of cool, but I can't remember what it is. So it doesn't matter. Catch us at Spirit Hound, Cloudy Eyed Comedy, Spirit Hound. Oh, June.
Spirit Hound, you got Dave and Spaghetti Show popping up.
Yeah, they're going to do a comedy tandem thing.
Yeah, the two of them.
Yeah. Because they wanted me to go weekly, and I don't know, something about doing a fucking
Showcase weekly.
showcase every week kind of made me think this is going to ruin the spot.
Totally.
I totally forgot what I was looking up for Spirit Hound. So
Every
never mind.
Friday.
Spirit Hound every Friday. Coffee Joint every third Friday. And yeah, hopefully I'll have an open mic soon. I'm trying to find another one. So
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah. And check out the
I remember what I was. Go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
check out the Spider-Man episode. It should be on the channel. And then Roast Battle. Every episode's doing better and better. The comments are getting better. Everybody's having fun. And the episodes live, like last night, ripped. I think that there was probably 8 people that walked in that room saying, I don't want to be here right now. And then everybody walked away having fun.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Like everybody was like, that was a fucking
So Roast
blast.
Battle didn't get canceled, just the show before it?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, well, there was
Nuggets.
nobody in there.
Yeah, I'm sure the Nuggets game took over my show too. So
Really?
yeah, there was like 10 people there maybe.
We were able to watch at least the Nuggets game.
Who?
We watched. There was the
nice.
TV up.
Nice. I caught the second half. But June 4th, I'm at Comedy Works New Faces contest. Looking at the lineup, I think I should get past this time. So anyway, all right. That's what I have.
I got new faces.
When is your New Faces? Did you spill something?
Yeah.
Fuck.
My new faces is on in June, but I think it's like the 14th or something like that.
Nice.
12th or something like that.
Yeah.
But dude, thank you.
Thank you, dude.
This was for us.
This was good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I will probably see you next week.
Are you going to Thug?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I guess I got nothing else going on.
That's
And
what
I do like that guy's party favors.
Hell yeah, dude. Who doesn't?
I mean the burritos.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Drugs.
Drogas.
Yeah. All right. All right, well. Are we signing off? Goodbye.
Outrage.